Welcome back to another driving tour. Today we are out in Corcoran, Minnesota. The first neighborhood we're going to pull into is Walcott Glen. This is a Pulte neighborhood. We've got the model home here on my right-hand side. The cul-de-sac there with the completed homes. And then as we get into the neighborhood, we've got the townhouses here straight ahead. They've got another model there. They've got some dirt being moved around for another building that's coming up. Now, I believe the majority of the single family, if not all, have been sold. However, they do have opportunities here with these townhomes. And so there's not a lot of townhomes being built right now in this area, particularly within the Wayzata school district, which is where this community is located. So a big opportunity here to get into great schools. We're right on the edge. So like just to the south is going to be Medina, and then to our east is going to be Maple Grove. So great location here as far as amenities go. You can get on 55. You've got grocery stores really close by. You've got Target right over here. So we're going to tour a few different communities today out here in Corcoran. One thing to note with Corcoran is that most of the development is going to be on the east side of the city, closest to Maple Grove. And more recently got city sewer and water out this way. The rest of Corcoran is actually quite rural, and so kind of an interesting mix that we have here. Alright, so we're pulling into Tavera, which is a Lennar master plan community. A client that built here recently is very happy with their home. So there's going to be a few different models here. The first one is just right at the end of the row, and that is their primary model here on my left-hand side. That is the Itasco plan. So there's going to be a mixture of single-family homes like you're going to see in a lot of their other communities, but there's also twin homes as well as villas and townhomes. So we're going to cruise on through to the north side of the neighborhood here. First up, we'll see some of those twin homes. So they do actually have a separate model for that. This is going to be their Astor model. Beautiful day to be out touring around, looking at different new construction opportunities. If you're new on the channel, we tour new homes every Fridays, go through the different models, but the driving tour that we're doing today, this is kind of a new format, so love to hear your feedback. If you like it, if you hate it, all good. Now we are seeing a lot of those darker exterior finishes. What's interesting though is they still have the white vinyl windows, and so it probably stands out a little bit. It would be nice if they could have done black for that as well. But that certainly is a popular color scheme nowadays. We have some of their more larger collection back here. Quick move-in home available on my left. I believe this one here sold recently. I toured it about 2 months ago, so congratulations. Another one sold across the street. So in this neighborhood, we're still in the Wayzata School District right now. However, we do cross over and we end up in Rockford schools here. And so the product type is going to change and head into some villa products here. So typically a different demographic. You've got your one level living. These do have basements, however. Some of them are walkouts. So a pretty good amount of them are walkouts. And we have some nice wetlands as well. So you can see a lot of people have already moved into these association maintained villas. But there are plenty of opportunities coming up. Lots of construction activity out here today. Very good to see. So we got more construction activity to my right, but almost stay a little bit out of the way here. Head back. It's one of those twin homes. And back here, we've got some ramblers. Three-car garage, very nice to have. This back portion here is the future phase. This would be on the west end of the community, a little bit further in. Like how they're doing these nice windy roads. Oh man, get my car dirty. I just got a car wash. Shoot. Well, here's the end of the line of the community. To be determined if they buy this land as well and keep it going, but Jim, feel free to edit this part out. This isn't helping sell new construction. It's that rural part of Corcoran I was talking about. All right, so as we enter from the other side of the community, off of Hackmore here, and then more single family, a couple ramblers on my right hand side. We'll show you guys the townhouses here in a bit, but first I want to take you a little further this way. Alright, so tucked back here we've got some of their more prestigious setups. The house on the right was a former model sold by an investor. I believe they have it listed now. My client bought back here, so able to get them a great deal on their home, but they're very happy back here. Within its private cul-de-sac. Again, you see it, the darker exteriors. So with this one, they did do the black around the window. But notice the difference it makes between those houses. Like, that all black is pretty nice looking versus the one that had the white. Well, as you can see ahead, we've got quite a few townhomes back in here. Again, a great opportunity to be in the Wayzata school district, so this is compete with Walcott Glen. And they're settling very quickly out here. The model is going to be the St. Clair. It's a N unit. N units aren't typically a premium, of course, you're going to get additional sunlight. All these units going up right here. Friendly workers. Sometimes when you build new, you kind of have to live through a little bit of construction, but it's definitely worth it. This is the Woodland Hills. We got Hanson Builders and Gagne Stonegate Builders back here. Stonegate is their sister company, and they're doing more semi-custom versus Gagne is full custom. Tight squeeze here. On my right is the future Hanson Builders model for the spring parade. Scurrying to get that ready, but the clock in at just over 6,000 square feet, so pretty substantial home back here. Prices in this neighborhood are probably going to start around 1.2, go up from there. Hanson's actually going to be doing a slab product, be a 2-story. It'll be interesting. Somebody had some fun with the stakes. Bryce cul-de-sac here. Like that the lots are very clearly labeled. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So now the huge development. I think the houses are going to be very nice back here. Love the location. Pretty excited about these opportunities out here. Once the snow melts the rest of the way, I'll certainly get back out here and get some aerial shots. Retour some of these models once they're completed. A lot of housing options out here, a good variety of price points. Alright, so we are in Rush Creek Reserve. On the right hand side there's Townhomes, however those are sold out, so we're going to skip that for now. They've got very limited villas left here. It's a fantastic product, but the model here is on the right hand side. Looks like they mark for utilities. They're probably getting ready to convert that over and put a driveway in. On my right, that actually used to be the parking lot for the model. So now there's a home there. In this community, we have the townhouses, the villas, and then these 2-story single-family homes as well. Again, limited opportunities left here. Getting your closeout. Man is the sales rep currently. It's a great guy. Some good opportunities though for quick move-in homes out here. So definitely reach out and help you take advantage of that. something video doc. Battery low. Well, I think we're still recording. The docks are dying, but the cameras are still going. Good, good. But let's put out some pretty good heat too. You one slapped over here. That quick move in that I showed previously. It looks like that one's sold. So this is all excess land that was sold off. So as you can see, we've got some townhomes here. These were built by J.P. Brooks. And we also have a select number of villas as well. But take you guys back this way. So this is all new stuff. But back here is the existing. And I actually sold the house here right at the end of the cul-de-sac. Well before this new construction was here, but there we go. Past sale. We had a really cool outbuilding. Kind of fun to see that it was here so close to all this new stuff. These guys that might be a little bit upset about that, but yeah, if you don't own the land, you don't control what's there, so. Enter from the backside here, but this is Amberley. This is a Pulte development with single family homes. It's gonna abut our next stop, which is Bellwether, the villas and everything. Right now we're on the northeast side of Corcoran. House is here. Ooh, 700,000 range. We're close to the end of this development. Still some quick move-in options, a few lots here and there. You can tell that elevation with the wood beam, quite the popular one. At the last stop, it's Bellwether by Webb, which is a 55 plus community, active adult living. I was actually having a conversation with a guy today about how they really appreciate the sense of community in this area. People really look after each other, and they really develop lifelong friendships from living in this neighborhood. And so one of the cool things with living in a community like this is that you're with other like-minded individuals. Those things tend to happen organically. So we'll head on in here. So here's the main community center area. Activities, indoor pool, outdoor pool, there's pickleball, all sorts of really cool stuff going on here. Of course, we're filming in February, so back out here in the spring. Actually got a resale listing coming up for sale in here. Pretty excited about that. They found me online, so pretty cool. It's got solar too, so as an electric vehicle owner myself and someone who has solar on their home, I appreciate that. Certainly a good sense of pride of ownership in this development. It's very well maintained. Now, of course, the snow care and the lawn care and the snow removal, that's all handled for you, but besides that, we're keeping up on their properties. As I mentioned, I'm going to have a playlist on screen of all of the developments in Corcoran, but be sure to subscribe because we'll be touring Dayton next, and I've already done Maple Grove, so I'll throw a link to that one. That's something you're interested in. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep driving around and let you guys really get a sense of the neighborhood. If you're thinking about building in the Twin Cities or relocating to the area, give me a call. My number is 612-702-7687. Always happy to assist. I'll have a link in the description if you want to book time with me directly on my calendar. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe. We do new home tours every Friday. I'll be continuing this driving series as well. So a lot of great content coming up. Until next time, I'm Brandon. Take care.